So you've got relocating. So you might be moving home or moving job, changing things. And you're in the process of doing that at the moment. And you've got, anything and everything is possible. So you have to be brave. So you're taking some sort of leap of faith over here, changing your life. Maybe you've reached a crossroads and you've decided that you want to change things. And you're having to be very brave about the whole thing and make that move. And plans are progressing very nicely here. So you are building something that's causing stability. So in the past, you've had a lot of unnecessary worry and anxiety, and there was a need for budgeting. So you've been watching your finances very carefully. So the whole thing is coming from that you want to maybe start your own business and recover from any kind of loss that you've been going through. So that's why you're maybe relocating, because you want to start your own business and, having to be brave and taking that risk. But things are going your way as well, and you will be starting something fresh, and you will recover from any kind of loss that you have been through. So the main energies is the Ten of Wands. So you have been working extremely hard, carrying a lot of burdens, but there's been a lot of loss as well. Having worked so hard to reach the top, maybe whatever you got when you ended up reaching the top was not what you wanted, and it's caused you a great disappointment. You feel like you've had a loss, and having worked so hard to climb this career ladder. But this is also the end of an old cycle of very, very hard work. So whatever you have gone through has now come to an end. You have now, maybe this is the reason why you're deciding to move on to something different, maybe go your own way, go your own business, because you feel that all the work that you've been doing for somebody else is not being paying off. And now maybe that's why you want to take that risk and do something different. So this is the end of a very difficult cycle that you're going through. So what's coming up for you? You've got the Ace of Pentacles and you've got the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords, it's, maybe dealing with somebody, maybe you're getting some sort of legal advice, because this is a card that's ruled by Archangel Michael, and it deals with, people like lawyers or the justice system, something to do with legalities. So you're maybe having to ask for some sort of advice in order for you to carry on further in your career, going up that, staircase. And this person is there to give you some sort of advice. Maybe you're asking them for that. And you want to start off something brand new. So you are on a new path, a new idea, a new venture, a new enterprise, something that it brings in new money or different. It's very different from what you've done before. And it's starting from scratch, because you can see these dragons are hatching. And you are coming from a position of lack, because you can see all these trees have got no leaves on it. But it's a new path that you're going to do, and there is a good outcome at the end, because in the distance you've got the sun. So it looks like whatever hard work you do will end up paying off down this career path down the line. So it's something that you're starting off brand new. It's a new venture, and it will pay off in the end. So in the past, you've got the High Priest. You've been dealing with, maybe legalities as well, signing documents in the last year, but also dealing with lots of groups of people. All information. Maybe you've been in some kind of role where you've been a teacher or a person that gives out information as well. So, with the Hierophant, it also talks about dealing with institutions like banks, and maybe you've been trying to get a loan out, maybe to start a new business or try to find funding for your new venture. It also talks about speaking, with groups of people, communities of people. So maybe you've been putting your message out there, trying to recruit people from like-minded people, or get involved with people of the same values as you. So you've got the World card. So in the last 3 months, it looks like you've reached a completion as far as that work cycle goes. This is a card ruled by Saturn, and it shows the end or completion of something. So it looks like maybe you've moved on from this particular job that you've been doing for a long time. There might have been a lot of pressure and a lot of problems that you had to deal with. It might be that you've also now decided to go into partnership with somebody. You've got 2 people over there, and you want to start something brand new. So you've ended off an old cycle of work, or an old cycle of whatever you were doing, and you're starting something brand new, because you're going down the Ace of Pentacles and following the World card, which is the Saturn card, into the Ace of Pentacles. So brand new cycle beginning for you. And on your mind, you're worried about loss. You're worried of disappointment. You're worried that this particular venture that you're doing will not work out. So you are a bit hesitant to do it because you are worried that, it might not work out. So going into the future, you've got the Strength card, which is the card for Leo. So you need to act with confidence, you need to be bold, and you need to make decisions, and you need to face any kind of obstacles because you have the strength and the ability to do it, and you'll be able to overcome these problems yourself. And you need to take leadership in order for you to venture forward. So you do have the capacity to go forth, and you'll be able to do it and be able to conquer that situation. Now you've got the Page of Wands, so there might be some sort of research, communication. You might have to do some kind of studying that involves leadership. So some kind of leadership role that you want to take. You might have to do some sort of management course, especially with this Page of Wands. Wands talking about, business studies as well, something in order for you to know how to actually handle yourself on your own in a business. You might have to do some further studies involving business and management thereof. So what's going on around you? You are being seen as the Queen of Wands. This is your card because the Wands is the fire sign. Queen of Wands is somebody who is taking control. So people do see you as somebody who is very bold, somebody who can take control, somebody who is in charge, somebody who can, is very approachable, almost like a socialite, but somebody very much in authority. And they do see you as that kind of Queen of Pentacles who is very organized as well. So, people are seeing you as somebody who's very capable. So what you're worried about is that, things won't work out. This is your biggest fear, that you're getting to do something and there'll be a lot of disappointment and it won't work out. And this has been playing on your mind. That's your fear. So going to the future, you've got the Sun, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. So with the Sun card, it's showing that whatever work that you're doing will pay off, but you have to work really hard to do things. So if you're going to go it alone or start your own business, it means that you're going to have to work extra hours, and work extra hard in order to achieve the same goals. So this is showing that you really need to put a lot of energy into this particular career in order for it now to make progress. Now it looks like there'll be somebody that comes in to help you with this Knight of Cups, an unexpected person entering your life, somebody that you may have worked with in the past, or somebody from the past coming in to come and help you. Maybe you go back into partnership with somebody and they will be able to help you and give you that guidance and support that you need. So it looks like you might be starting off a business, but with somebody, and that person is somebody you've worked with in the past. Now you've got the Knight of Swords coming in over here. Just watch out, with the Knight of Swords, things moving very, very quickly. Don't rush into things. Make sure that you're thinking very carefully about how you're going to do it. Don't be rash. Don't be very somebody who doesn't think about it. So even though things are moving pretty quickly for you, you must stop and think and make plans. Just don't go headstrong into it without having a proper plan in place. That is the most important thing, because it could end up, blowing up in your face if you don't think about it very carefully. Now you'll be able to overcome obstacles. It's going to take a lot of work, a lot of communication coming in over there. And make sure that, you handle things very diplomatically. And don't rush into things. Do things very carefully. Be very careful about what you do. This is nice. You've got the Star card, which says, look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. So it looks like you're getting divine guidance over here. You're finding your way in life, your direction, and it looks like you'll be able to overcome any kind of obstacles, and there looks like there is going to be a good outcome to whatever you're doing. So you're following the right path. This is the way to go, but you just have to have the confidence and the optimism to carry on doing it. The world shows brilliant success, freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete. So you will be able to bring this particular plan into fruition. It's going to bring you a lot of success. So you need to keep going in the direction you're going. If you've decided to make that change, you need to keep going in that direction. And you've got the Four of Winter, which says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation and need for more sleep and meditation. So you are very stressed out about whatever you're doing. You need to look within yourself for the answers as to how to cope with these these problems, and do take some rest and take a break, because you are now making big changes in your life with the World card. It involves work because this is the card ruled by Saturn, so you are going to be working pretty hard within this job, but achieving a lot of success. And make sure that you're not getting stressed out and getting any stress illnesses from it. And it looks like with the star, you are being divinely guided in the right direction. So I hope that this reading has resonated. It looks like, you are starting a brand new cycle and venturing out on your own, and it looks like it's going to be a success, but it's going to take a lot of hard work and effort, and you're going to have a lot of confidence to do it. And you might need some further study or further management courses in order to deal with this. So a lot more information that you need to just gather in order to doing it. And like I said, don't rush into things too quickly. Make sure you're considering things very carefully before doing things, especially with that a Knight of Swords. So, you are changing direction, but do it very carefully.